I'm Joel Gustafson, and this is my persuasive speech on organ donation. This is my audience. Imagine sitting in a dialysis facility 3 times a week, 4 hours for each time that you're there, getting dialysis while you wait for a kidney transplant. An operation that seems so simple, but yet the organs aren't available. While over halfway across the country, a young man unfortunately perishes in a motorcycle accident. When the doctors come out of the emergency room and discuss with the family the possibility of organ donation, it is realized that this young man has never indicated that he wishes to be an organ donor. So, as you sit there, unaware, your chance has slipped by. This is a problem that we face currently with the lack of viable organs for organ donation. Let's take a look at a couple of the issues that are posing the problem. Currently, organ donation recipients continue to escalate. According to the United States Department of Health and Human Services, a person is added to the organ donation waiting list every 10 minutes. As you can imagine, that's 6 people per hour, every hour of the day, 24 hours a day. In the last 20 years, the donation waiting list has increased over 6 times, while the actual number of transplants has only doubled. Also, in an interesting article in a publication called Bob's Newhart, those statistics are echoed. They state that the average number of people right now waiting on the organ donation list is climbing up over 120,000 people, while the actual number of transplants has only risen by up to 28,000 per year, as you'll see in this graph. I will give you a close-up of the graph. While the gray line indicates the total number on the waiting list, the maroon line indicates the number of transplants, and the green line indicates the number of donors. As you see, the number of donors has marginally increased over the last 20 years, while the organ donation waiting list has increased dramatically. This also goes to show the limited number of donors and the challenges that become necessary while you're awaiting a transplant. In the same article in Bob's Newhart, only 50% of Americans are registered donors. In a study published by the New England Journal of Medicine in 2003, it was estimated that 42% of Americans were registered donors. So as you can tell, that 8% increase is some advantage over where it was just under 10 years ago. However, it's not enough considering the significant demand put on our medical system to do transplants, which have become certainly a staple in the medical profession now. Currently, only 100 million people in the United States are registered donors. While this continues, lives will not be saved. Every day, about 18 people die waiting for necessary organs, according to a study in an article in EMAX Health. Also in the study by the United States Department of Health and Human Services, 1 organ donor can save 8 lives. So in conclusion, become a donor. It's very easy. You can go to www.organdonor.gov and register to become an organ donor on the National Donor Registry. Make your loved ones aware of any advance directives that you may have for your end-of-life wishes. Also, it can be as simple as when you're applying or renewing your driver's license, indicate that you wish to be a donor. Even though this is not legally binding, it gives your loved ones an idea of what your wishes were if you happen to pass away. As you can imagine yourself again, waiting in that dialysis unit over and over, your prayers could have been answered. Become a donor. Give the gift of life. This is my audience again.